original lines. It's kind of tied for my two favorites. One from Star Wars Rebels, where she says, "This is a new day, a new beginning."
Have you ever wondered what it's like to attend a comic book convention? Or have you ever been to a comic book convention? Well, this convention I attended recently is located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and is run by the comic book convention giant Fan Expo. This was the first convention since 2019, right before the pandemic started. There was a lot of expectation and hype going into this because it was the first convention in such a long time. However, there was a lot of guest cancellations, with over 20 guests who canceled from their initial lineup, varying from voice actors to comic book creators to main celebrities. And unfortunately, something happened to my jeans on the second day that almost ruined the entire trip. Well, want to find out what happened to my jeans? Want to see who I met? Or rather, should I say, who was left to meet? Well, stick around and find out. Hey guys, just arrived at the venue. It's trying to get our wristband. Here today with my good friend Andre.
Hey!
And want to introduce yourself? Any socials?
Yeah, check me out. Me and my friend Mel cover a bunch of Japanese professional wrestling and talk about a lot of other stuff on Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk on YouTube.
Yeah, so I'll include that in the description and we will start the day. Hope everyone enjoys this vlog. Alright guys, we just got in, we're waiting in line, now we got a little bit of a wait. Nothing like the first day without some hiccups, eh?
Only like an hour and a half, I think, until we can get in. It's at 2. It's what, 12:30?
It was cool, we got these custom lanyards and then we just had to wait in line, and as the anticipation grew, the excitement kept growing, and boom, just like that, the convention was open for the public. As we walked in and had to go all the way to the end to get into the actual event. And then the first stop for me was I found one of my friends who's having a booth at the con, and we touched base. It's been a while since we've seen each other. He was selling all these cool comics, and yeah, he was selling a whole bunch of different comic based stuff, and mostly comics. And one of the cool things that he was selling this year was like these mystery boxes where there were bundles of comics. For example, it was a whole bunch of X-Men comics for anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks, and you would get anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30 comics. And yeah, it was a really good idea, and according to him, he had great success with them. After touching base with Matt, we ended up going and exploring the rest of the vendors, and then it was time for good old Lemon Heaven. These are the best lemonades you'll ever have. After the Lemon Heaven, because of our tickets, we got in a couple of hours earlier than the rest of the general admission. So I knew my first autograph and meet and greet was going to be busy, so I decided to line up. My first meet and greet was Ashley Eckstein, who is the voice actress from Star Wars Clone Wars and Rebels, who voices Ahsoka Tano. She had all sorts of cool prints to buy, but I decided just to go with a selfie, and it was quite the experience. She took my phone for the selfie, and then we took like 10-15 selfies in various positions. So one of them must have been good. There's something that's always awkward about you get your one photo and it better be good looking photo or you have to live with it and it would be upset. But when you have 10 of them, one of them are bound to be good. After the photo, I checked out the 501st Legion's little booth they had there, which is a Star Wars cosplay group. And then I saw the Ghostbusters of Alberta's booth, and none other than Best Edmonton Mall was there. is a YouTube channel that goes over in crazy detail about West Edmonton Mall, about the history, and even some other places in Edmonton and stuff like that. If you want his information, I'll tag it in the description below. And as you can see in the background, there's the Animathon booth. Well, when I was at Animathon, which was the last convention I attended a couple months ago, I ran into Vivid Vision, who was at her Norms Design booth, and she also was at her Norms Design booth for the Edmonton Expo, and got a quick selfie with her. Always a pleasure meeting Vivid. And to close the first night off, I attended the William Shatner panel.
Start it off any better than with Mr. William Shatner!
It's a little group of people, a tiny little group of people. Hi everybody, it's good to be here.
Now, the Shatner panel was alright. If you've been to a Shatner panel, you know exactly what it's like. If you haven't been to a Shatner panel, he basically really takes his time with his questions and kind of goes on tangents. Over the course of 45 minutes, he basically answers about 5 questions. Now, as for the day as a whole, it was fun. It was good to be back in a convention with meet and greets and everything. Unfortunately, the cancellations, definitely, you can already see it, and it was only the day 1. Not too much going on overall, but it was good to see all my friends who I haven't seen since the pandemic started. Then, day 2. And when it rains, it pours. Right off the start, I slept in. And thankfully, though, I did my laundry the night before, and I quickly grabbed my jeans and then called an Uber, and off I was. Unfortunately, I didn't realize this at the time when I put them on because I was in such a rush, but my cat sprayed on my laundry bin, and some of the spray got onto the jeans that I was wearing. And I didn't notice until I was at the con that there's a little bit of cat spray on my jeans, and talk about anxiety and stress. And so to try to deal with this embarrassment, my only option was to buy a new pair of pants, sweatpants, shorts, something. There's vendors after all. There must be one pair of pants that I can buy. So I searched and I searched and I searched and I searched, and nothing. Wasn't able to find anything. Well, I did find one pair of spandex-like PJ pants that had the Mandalore logo on it. And I was tempted to buy it, but something about wearing tight spandex short for me, and I didn't want to do it, so I kept searching, and all was failed. I didn't know what I was going to do. I might have had to settle for those spandex pants, because anything just to get out of these jeans and stop my embarrassment, calm my anxiety down. And then I was walking up and I found a vendor who doesn't sell shorts, and it ended up being someone I knew. A few months ago I attended Volcon, which is a Star Trek convention located in Vulcan, Alberta. Now, while I was there, my friend signed up for Starfleet Academy, which is basically a community of Star Trek fans. Specifically, my friend Mark signed up for the USS Cerberus. While I was at the Edmonton Expo and I ran into him, the captain of the ship, I explained my anxiety and my stress, and by sheer coincidence, one of his fellow Cerberus members returned a pair of shorts to him that he left at his house. So by sheer coincidence, he had an extra pair of shorts and he let me borrow them. So I was able to get out of these jeans and put on a pair of shorts, thankfully. So if you're interested in signing up for this Star Trek community, I've picture above is there a link to their Facebook, or it's simply USS Cerberus. Now, what can I say? Obviously the captain is a good guy to lend somebody he barely knows a pair of shorts just so this person isn't dealing with this embarrassment and this anxiety. So big thank you and shout out to the USS Cerberus. Now, with the weight of the world off my shoulders, I wanted to start having some fun. I was stress-free, so the first thing I did, what better way to start having some fun, was to get an autograph. And this time I got an autograph with Ian Sinclair. You might know him from Dragon Ball Super as Whis, or he's in My Hero Academia. He's also in One Piece. He's in tons of other roles. And it was a really cool guy meeting him, and it was really good autograph that I got. And I liked how when he signed it the little circle thing that's shown in Dragon Ball Super. After the autograph, I had a lot of time to kill before my next photo, and I was done looking at the vendors and shopping. So I decided to attend a series of panels, one after the other, until my first photo op. First panel up was the panel with Ashley Eccleston to talk about Ahsoka and everything that she's done.
Behind her universe, she is best known for voicing the role of Ahsoka Tano on all the Star Wars things. Please give it up for Miss Ashley Eckstein! So again,
Thank you, Ash. Hi, Ahsoka. Oh, wow. Additional lines. It's kind of tied for my two favorites. One from Star Wars Rebels, where she says, "This is a new day, a new beginning," and I love that because it's a reminder that every day is a gift, and a promise that every day comes with hope and new beginnings. And I just think it's so inspirational. I have it in my home, and I see it every day as a reminder to always have hope. And then I also love the line, I think we just spoke about this line because you're wanting to become a nurse, right? And Ahsoka says in the final season of Clone Wars, "In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what. I guess it's just who I am." And I share that because
right now looks like a drink expo. There's so many drinks.
yeah, you can. Some of the main cast members, three of our iconic leads, Dante, Randall, and Elias. Please welcome to the stage Brian O'Halloran, Jeff Anderson, and Trevor Furman. Hi.
Now, after finishing off all the panels that I attended, I had a lot of fun. I really liked the Ashley Eckstein panel. The Patty panel was always fun with a new MCU actor. And then the Clerks panel was just great as well. But now was photo op time. Our first photo, me and Andre decided to get the photo op of the cast of Clerks together, and we were first in line basically, besides the VIPs, and it was just really a great photo, and it really turned out good. After the Clerks photo, Andre said goodbye, and he went home, took a quick selfie to say goodbye. And then I met up with my friend Jeff, and we waited in line. And while we were waiting in line, we saw a Star Wars parade of all various Star Wars cosplayers. In addition to that, we had our next photo op, which was with
Madison with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think.
Patty Guggenheim. Was a very nice, and it was a very fun photo, and even during her panel was really fun, and all that fun stuff. Our next photo, again, we had to wait in line. One cool thing though, Jeff had a VIP, so we got an upgrade in line to the VIP line. And our last photo is with a couple of the cast members from the show, The Boys, that's on Amazon Prime. They were a cool photo op, kind of unfortunate they had a plexiglass between them, but is what it is. And after that we kind of just left, and that concluded the con. And that was the vlog, and the event was definitely a fun time, although I didn't go for 3 days because the guest list was so razor thin. And I really hope Fan Expo improves on their Edmonton Expo with more guests and less cancellations. Just would like to thank everybody who provided their pictures and helped me create this vlog. So I've just a couple little updates. I've made a second channel for non-comic book related vlogs called Crispy's Adventures, and be sure to subscribe, like the video, and check out for my other videos for more content, and check the description below for all sorts of different links such as my social medias, some cosplayers who were featured in this vlog. Their links will also be in the description, and hope everyone has a good day, and thanks for watching.